Smells good. Hey, if you in here, tell me what my mic sound like. Do my mic sound good? Let me know. We live streaming early today. I'm probably gonna go for about an hour or so. I got a date with the gym. So let me know. I'm about to hop in a second. Give me 2 minutes. Everybody want to text me when I'm live. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Curated Topics, brought to you by Curated Sense LLC. We live streaming today. We on the struggle stream. Let me fix my little camera there. We on the struggle stream, y'all. How's everybody doing today? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I actually don't even remember the last time I did a Friday stream. Have I ever done a Friday stream? Y'all let me know. I know this is probably the earliest I've ever done a stream before. This should be fun. I am off of work today, so I get a chance to actually kick it with y'all in the early day. Got a little bit of energy. I want to say shout out to my boy Aaron Animal. I actually just finished watching his stream. Had some interesting conversations in there, to say the least. But you know what? It is what it is. I do want to talk about something that we were talking about in that stream, though. And no, I'm not bringing up the argument I had. I'm bringing up the argument I had with you. So me and Air, we always talk about random stuff. We always talk about shows. We talk about everything. We are friends in real life. So, we actually have different discussions and things like that. And a topic came up in his stream today talking about Dragon Ball Z. And if anybody knows me, they knows that is my favorite anime of all time. It is Dragon Ball Z. And, a lot of people, well, it's good, but it isn't the best. And there's so many other better ones now and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's cool. But I grew up on Dragon Ball Z. I grew up in the time where, you waited a full week for a new episode. You know what I'm saying? And all the other day, how many of y'all grew up watching Toonami? Like, I grew up watching Toonami. Now, Dragon Ball Z isn't the first anime I ever watched, but it was definitely my favorite growing up. Used to wish that we could turn into Super Saiyans, all that. It was just a fun thing. So when we got to talking, we were talking just about some different things. So the topic was talking about how Goku actually wasn't supposed to be the main character of Dragon Ball Z. And for a while he was, and then it was supposed to be this kind of passing of the torch. He passes it on to his son Gohan, who then takes it and continues to go further. And for a moment, like a split second, that's kind of what it looked like was going to happen. And then fans wrote in and they were like, look, we love Gohan. Gohan cool, but Gohan ain't Goku. You know what I'm saying? We need Goku back. And then we need Goku Black. No, but it was all about just, bringing Goku back. And they went through this whole thing where he got resurrected and all these other things. And he was talking about how like, he just kind of thought it was kind of BS, especially when we kind of time jumped and talked about when Gohan went beast mode. And um he was like, well, it's just kind of random that he had that power up where he's now caught up to Goku, Vegeta, and everybody else who's super strong when he didn't do much. And I we were going back and forth. I was telling him, well, Piccolo kind of said that he saw something like this about to happen. And when I brought that point up, I was talking about in the actual movie for Gohan when he goes Beast Gohan. Piccolo talks about how, like, way back when Gohan was a child and before they even started training, he saw something different in Gohan than, his dad Goku. And I'm like, yeah, of course they did it, kind of randomly, and it doesn't have the most continuity, right? Because I mean, they gave Gohan this power up like what, like 20, 30 years after the show originally came out. So the continuity is definitely going to be lacking a little bit. But I think that in terms of how a lot of shows just go back and straight up change the past. Like they will go back and not, oh, they rewrote the story, but they'll go back and say, oh, he got this, ability from this, or he got this power from this, without it even matching up with the show's history. So if Aaron Animal is watching right now, I don't know if he's on, but he might be doing something right now. But whenever he watches this, so here's what I was talking about, bro. I want to look up the movie. Um, Sorry, I'm typing right now, y'all. We struggle streaming. I probably should have had this. Was it Bobbity or who was it? It wasn't Bobbity. Bobbity is from the Majin Saga. What was that dude's name? King. Lord Slug. Who was that? No. Man, I wish I had looked this up before. I'm struggle streaming, y'all. My bad. But there is a battle where it is Piccolo and Goku, and they are fighting somebody who they end up sending to the Shadow Realm. It's like the Shadow Realm or the Dark Realm or something. But anyway, so in that movie, and I wish I could remember what it was called, but in that movie, like Gohan is a baby, like he is a baby, and he's fighting. Well, he's not even fighting. Like he was a baby, but when I said that Piccolo might have saw the glimpses then, I think that they're alluding to back in somewhere in that time, because I want to say that was maybe before they fought Raditz. Definitely before, because Goku hadn't died yet. So it was before they fought Raditz, and Gohan throws like a tantrum, and that's how this dude gets sent to the fucking, excuse me, that's how this dude gets sent to like the dark realm, shadow realm, wherever it's called. And that was like the first time you see Gohan turn up. And I think that that's where his beast powers, like, I think that's what they were trying to hint at, is that's where they initially came out of. But, who knows? I think that's one of the reasons that shows like this leave it up to interpretation. So it gives the fans things to speculate about. And, they create their own hypotheses in it. And then it just kind of lets the show just move forward without them having to say anything. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I just wanted to talk about that right quick. And I plan on talking to Aaron Animal more in the background about that, because I got a lot of theories on that, for real. To be quite honest with you, I'm glad that they let Gohan kind of catch up in a sense, because Gohan was going outside, bro. Gohan was going outside. He gave in to Chi-Chi and was like, I'm just going to study and I'm not going to fight anymore. And I'm like, hey, yo, this is whack. So, because I always think about Gohan, especially when it comes to that passing of the torch, I always think about him and his storyline in the Future Trunks saga and in the Cell saga. So I'm like, what do you mean you about to go sit down and study? Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? But, whatever. They finally brought it back to where it kind of makes sense a little bit, sort of. I don't know. Maybe they will eventually get to where they can pass the torch to Gohan. But at this point, I don't even see that happening. Like, if that does happen, Gohan will become Earth's new protector. And then I think Goku is going to go off and be like, kind of like Whis. And then Vegeta is just going to be a god of destruction. And I ain't going to lie, that fits perfectly for him. I want to see that. But anyway, so let's get on to the real start of the show. Y'all know I got to do Candle of the Evening. It's afternoon. Candle of the afternoon. I already lit it, so I can't, do all my smell tests and all of that. But it smells good. It's got my space smelling good, excuse me. It's my little, I actually forgot. So I've done a lot of experimenting with this candle here in this glass. You can't tell, but it's actually 2 different scents. And I wanted to try that, see how it went, and see how it, kind of flowed. And I kind of like it. It smells really good. I picked 2 very, very potent perfume scents. And so I mixed those 2 together, and it's just been kind of going from there. But if anybody's watching, tell me how my mic sounds. Haven't gotten a chance to do a mic check. But let's get into some of the content. So, as y'all can see what the title is, but first I want to bring out some motivational content. I haven't done any of those type of reactions in a second. So let me make sure that my camera is working. And I hope it is. Oh yeah, there we go. So this right here says, you're not struggling, you're building. It's supposed to feel like this. Well, I hope this is motivation for the Cavs, because, like, y'all should be feeling pretty bad right now. If this is the type of struggle you need to feel in order to build your way to a championship, get to feeling it and get to building, because that performance last night was trash. Just the lack of defense. There was no effort, in my opinion, coming from a lot of guys. It just seemed like, all right, let's try to change up the scheme. And, I get it. Like, okay, let's change things up. Let's try to make some adjustments. But here's my thing, right? And I said it yesterday with the coaching. That's where it starts. And if you ask me, in my personal opinion, Kenny Atkinson is missing quite a few things. He's missing quite a few things. There wasn't a single time in yesterday's game where he challenged, and I thought that there were a couple of times where he should have challenged. Even if you don't win it, even if you don't win it, this is the type of situation where a coach getting a technical foul. Get a technical foul for getting in the ref's face. Don't get thrown out, but get a technical foul, get in the ref's face, and try to use that to spark some energy in your team. I used to not really understand that and how that worked, but as I've gotten older and as I've seen more basketball, I get it now. Go out there and get a technical foul, dude. Yell at the ref. Tell him that he is, excuse me, YouTube, tell him that he's full of shit. You have to rally your guys. You have to do something other than sit on the bench with some weird grin on your face. You have to do more than just stand there going, no, don't nobody want to see that. Don't nobody want to see that. It's almost like you're just laying there and taking it. Pause. But that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like from the coaching staff. That's what it looked like from the players. That's definitely what it looked like from James Harden. You just laying there and taking it. Super pause. You've got to do something to spark some offense. You've got to do something to get things going. Because this right here, trash. This right here is trash. The way that the game was played last night was absolute trash. And I'm not the only one that thinks so. We're going to go over to one of the analyses of the game. Now, this guy is funny. He does all kinds of reactions to the games. And it's not just the Cavs games. He does a lot of other ones as well. Sorry, I got pop-ups coming up. But yeah, so I'm about to play that and we'll go over that.
Hey, another James Harden massacre! And some of you guys on the last video said, credit to the Knicks for tough shots. No, this is dog shit defense! I can't be the only one watching this. Stunned that a guy can play defense like this in the playoffs. The Knicks now a 90% chance to win on Kalshi. You should win a planet if you take Cleveland. Maybe, just maybe.
So, what I want to get at with this video, and I'm actually going to get back to it and play it again because I didn't mean to click out of it. But what I want to get to with this video, what you see is James Harden. There's no effort there. And something that I've noticed, especially in these last two games, right? He plays completely flat-footed. Like, he's got like bricks in his shoes or something. Because I've seen players get beat off the first step, right? He's getting beat off like, he's getting beat off like the first 3 steps. It's like dudes take 3 steps before you even think like, oh, I need to run to keep up. This is fundamental that you're missing. You are missing fundamental basketball. Moving your feet, that is fundamental. They teach you that every day in practice, you zigzag up and down the court. The offensive players, his job is to go from side to side, dribbling. The defensive player is to go from side to side, moving their feet. What are you doing? You standing there just like this. You can't even shift to the side, brother. You can't take not one step to the side. It's like when you would play tag as a little kid and, you're the young one out the group and you playing with a bunch of older people, and the older people, they got moves, they got this, they got that. And so because you're younger, you're just naturally like a step or two behind, and you're reaching out like this trying to grab them, but they're already past you. But James Harden, you've been in the league for 17 damn years. Come on, you ain't picked up nothing. You ain't learned nothing. And the reason I'm so intense about this is because we have seen James Harden play defense at least a little bit before. At least a little bit before. So, like, what do you have going on? What do you have going on? Kenny Atkinson talking about, well, I thought the game plan went pretty well. Well, I thought that went pretty good. No, it didn't. You fucking lost. What are you talking about? We had the right plan in place. You had the right plan in place? What? James Harden to get burnt in game 2 again? By any and everybody? What? You have somebody like Max Strus trying to guard Karl Anthony Towns? Excuse me? You got Jared Allen trying to guard Josh Hart. Josh Hart dropped 26 fucking points. I think we played well. What? You sound dumb. Cavs, if you want to throw your money away, please give it to me. I'll get you a better result. I will get you a better result than that. We would have at least gotten a game. And then I have to talk about this real quick because I didn't like this coming from Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell in the post-game presser. Oh, I think we played pretty well. We did everything right. We were just missing shots. And, we've been in this situation before, and we just need to protect home court. No, you are not the higher-ranked seed. You're the lower seed. You're the 4 seed. They're the 3 seed. You know what that means? That means they have home court advantage, which means even if you protect home court, you still need to win one game on the road. You still need to win one game on the road. And no matter if you protect home court, you still got to steal a game. It's not just about, oh, we got to protect home court. Nah, you need to protect home court and you need to steal a game. You missed your best opportunity. To date, you missed your best opportunity. So what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? Oh, well, we just need to. No, you need to play better. I miss the days when guys would be like, we played like shit and we're going to get better and I'm going to make sure of it. Shout out to Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan had one of the best post-game press conferences of all time. When they lost in the finals to the Miami Heat, Tim Duncan was visibly angry, and he said, you know what? I'm paraphrasing, but come hell or high water, we will be in this position next year, and I hope it's against this team because the result will be different. And what they do the very next season, it was the same 2 teams in the finals. And Tim Duncan came out, and they whooped Miami's ass. Miami had Dwayne Wade, they had Chris Bosh, they had LeBron James, and they got the Heatles ass whooped. I think they lost that series in 5. They got the Heatles ass whooped. But you don't see that in today's game. You see all these, these theatrics, these dramas, these complaints. But I don't see anybody standing there and just shouldering the load and saying, you know what? Don't believe me, just watch. Wait till I come out. I am about to change everything. We don't see anybody taking on that responsibility anymore. And back to Kenny Atkinson, damn it, I'm tired of all these threes. I'm looking up the stats. Hold on. See, I was so pause ready to do this stream that I wasn't ready because I didn't have all my stuff ready. But as I'm watching this game last night, let's look at these team stats. We were 25% from the 3-point line. 9 for 35. When are you going to get it in your damn head, Kenny Atkinson? Maybe we don't need to take any more damn threes. Maybe we don't need to take any more damn threes. You take away 35 of those misses. Hold on. So in the game itself, we went 31 for 80. You took more threes than you actually made field goals. That's the first problem. But let's do. You had more 3-point attempts than you had made field goals. So let's take away these 35 threes, right? I'll give you the 9 that we made. That means 26 threes we missed, right? What am I doing? Here we go. Oh, damn it. There we go. That means 54 shots were 2-pointers. 54 of them. You mean to tell me we couldn't have taken, 10 more mid-range jumpers? 15 more mid-range jumpers? Maybe got some points in there? 25% from 3-point range? Where are the assistant coaches? Where is the guy who was looking at the box score and being like, hey, Kenny, we went 1 for 16 from 3-point range over the last 20 minutes. How about we not do that anymore? But this is what these people are getting paid to not say. Like, what is happening? It makes you wonder, are you throwing the game? Are you giving the game away? Like, what is it? What is up? Now, I will say this. There were a lot of fouls called yesterday that were absolute trash. We did a lot better with turnovers, but we did not. 15 assists for the whole game. Meanwhile, New York had 32. You basically got out-assisted by 20? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? I'm going to go to another video.
Man, at first I thought Kenny was bullshitting when he said that James Harden was a good one-on-one defender. But then I realized on this game, his ass was dead serious. What kind of scheme is this? Now, before I show y'all what I'm talking about, make sure y'all go ahead and hit that follow button. And if
hit the follow button for my boy.
Just go ahead and.
I don't know who he is.
Right,
I just saw him today, but hit the follow button.
So basically, every single time Jalen Brunson get the ball, and when there's a non-James Harden defender on him, for some reason, they okay with sending 2 people at him, right? You want to show Jalen Brunson 2 different bodies because essentially you want to try to get the ball out of Jalen Brunson's hands, which I understand there. Like right now, you got 3 in the area, and then James Harden coming over. He trying to help. They end up getting the ball out of his hands, and Mikal Bridges end up making a 3. Cool. That's not the point that I'm trying to make. Same concept right here. You got Donovan Mitchell on him, but then you see James Harden showing up high, and what that does is that allows Jalen Brunson to see him get the ball out of his hands, right? Here goes another possession, right? You got Max Strus putting pressure on him. And then you see Donovan Mitchell right here, and then you see James Harden right here. They both looking to see, okay, now he's cross half court. Let's try to put a little bit of pressure on. Let's try to get the ball out of his hands. Cool, that's another way you can get it out of his hands. But now, let's check this out. So you got James Harden picking up on Mikal Bridges right in the full court set, and then you're going to see this switch happen between Strus and James Harden. Right?
Just notice how flat-footed he is.
I have no idea why, because if Max Strus supposed to be a 3-and-D guy, don't let that switch happen. But now, James Harden sitting right here on the island, okay?
Don't let the switch happen.
Team at when it comes to getting the ball out of his hands. Or are y'all all in cahoots or just watching James Harden get his...
Stop foul baiting. And look at how slow his feet are. Like, what are we doing here?
Jalen Brunson just lighting up every single time he see James Harden. But then everybody in the comments gonna say, well, James Harden don't play no defense. Yeah, no shit, buddy. It's no way that anybody came into this series and they was thinking, man, I can't wait till James Harden lock up Jalen Brunson. It's no way you was thinking that. If you was, maybe you need a crystal ball, or maybe you need to go to rehab for crystal meth, because you obviously are out of your goddamn mind. My thing is this: what kind of scheme are we putting together for when James Harden is guarding anybody? It's no way y'all think he should be left on the island. Force the ball out of these guys' hands and make them scramble. Make them make extra plays late in the shot clock.
And here was my thing, right? Here's my thing. Like I said before, we've seen James Harden play some sort of defense in some games. He's had games where he's had a couple blocks. He's had games where he's had a couple steals. So why the hell are you just standing there like, looking like a deer in the headlights? What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't understand it. It's like, do you want to give the game away? Like, what are we doing here? And this is where people talk about his mentality. This is where the legacy comes in. This is where people criticize James Harden and call him a fraud. This is where that happens.
So what y'all get out of tonight's game, man?
What I got out of tonight's game is that the Cavs have no chance.
Oh.
Even as bad as Brunson, I mean, he didn't really score as much, but...
They about to sweep them.
Yeah, no.
They sweeping them.
Well,
yeah, I think this is a
we
sweep.
know Cleveland, well, I don't know. Cleveland definitely plays better at home.
I think this is a sweep.
Somebody got Donovan Mitchell by the motherfucking coattail telling him to do some shit out there. I don't know if he really out here playing for himself or he just trying to get married. I don't know what he on.
So what y'all get out of tonight's game, man?
What I got out of tonight's game is...
This is what they think about you. This is what they think about you. You got people who legends in the game, but they didn't have the kind of careers that you haven't, Donovan. And this is what they think about you. Saying somebody got him by the coattails. Boy, if you don't get out there and play your ass off, you got to get out there and play your ass off. And see, I talked about this in the stream. What was it, yesterday? I talked about this in the stream yesterday. You know, these guys, or 2 days ago, one of the two. But these guys, they don't play like they want it. You know, that's the difference between the Knicks and the Cavs right now, right? Back 2 years ago, when we used to struggle with the Knicks in the playoffs, to me, it always looked like we were playing like the little brother. You know, they were more physical than us. They were stronger than us because they had the more experience. They were the tougher team. And we just kind of played like the little brother, ready to, you know, we're here, and we trying. You know, we can score a little bit, but that's about it. And now it just looks like they want it more than us. There was somebody on the team, I think it might have been Jared Allen, who said, you know, this was a couple years ago, oh, well, you know, maybe the lights was just too bright. No, nigga, you don't say that. You don't put that out there. You don't admit that. What are we doing? The lights was too bright. So now every team thinks they can just punk you in the playoffs. I'd rather watch you go down swinging, go down playing with effort and some grit and some intensity. At least, and this is the first time I probably done said this, but at least Max Strus showed up with some energy. He fouled out the game, but you know what? 3 of them fouls was not fouls. And this is another thing with Kenny. Kenny should have been challenging, man. I brought that up earlier, but he really should have used a fucking challenge. That's why you have him. You ain't got no problem using them during the regular season. See, I'm tired of this. Oh, we got these regular season people. We got this regular season personnel, and don't none of it translate over into the playoffs. Now, I do have to give you a little bit of grace because we did make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, but we want to be in the damn championships. You have to play with some effort. You have to play with some intensity. You have to play like you want it. We got Dennis Schroeder to be the energy guy. Why is he not playing that much? Let's look at minutes. 18 minutes once again. Just 18. I'm sorry, but ain't no way James Harden is getting 32 minutes when he is going 6 for 15. Plus minus 22. We were minus 22 with him on the floor. Ain't nobody in the plus for this game. Why ain't you got Keon Ellis playing? Let him go in there, be a pest on Jalen Brunson. Do something. Send Craig Porter Jr. in there. He might be able to be a pest. Somebody who can pester the ball. But when you got James Harden trying to guard Karl Anthony Towns, James Harden trying to guard OG Anunoby, and they like, oh yeah, give me the ball. This is lunch meat. It is lunchtime. I'm about to food, shark and infested waters, and James Harden is the victim. You all are 6'5", 200 plus pounds. What 230? Get moved out the way by Jalen Brunson? And once again, it's not because of he just bad. No, this is a lack of effort. I'm talking about dudes coming down with the ball and you see James go like this. He don't even put the hand up in the dude's face. He pulling his hand back. What are we doing? What are you doing? Get off the court. Get off the court. You gonna play like that? When I was coming up, right? I used to play basketball, and I was good. I was not NBA good, or else I'd be in the NBA. But you would get benched for playing that kind of way. If you play timid like that, where you can't even put your hand up. Not like, oh, you missed it, made a mistake. No, like you pull your hand back, you might not play the whole rest of the game. You might not play the whole rest of the game. And this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about. We watching Kenny Atkinson do what? Do what? Finally, I'm gonna play this video just as a reminder, because this man got it all the way right. How many of y'all remember this?
I get on my knees every night and pray for someone to believe in me, like Daryl Morey believed in you. You wanted a certain coach, they brought in Mike D'Antoni. You want to play a certain style, they played it. You wanted Dwight Howard, they brought him in and got rid of him when you were tired of him. You wanted Chris Paul, they brought him in and got rid of him when you were tired of him. They brought in your old friend Russell Westbrook. You want to go to Vegas on off days? They looked away. You wanted the team to stay over so you could go out at night. They changed the schedule, and it didn't work. And you know what? You said, I'm going to break up with my whoopee. Not good enough. I see the bright lights in New York. I want to go there. My old pal Kevin Durant. It's going to work. The big three. And all after 1 year, you wanted out. You realized, oh my gosh, I took this guy for granted, the guy that believed in me. I went back with Daryl Morey. They traded Ben Simmons for you. How did they pull that off? And you know what? You went there, and you got a partner who got the MVP. He won the MVP. And what did you say afterwards? You said, they didn't hand me the reins. You're the point guard. You were holding the reins. And what did you do when you had the reins? You scored 9 points in Game 7 against Boston. You blew a 3-2 series lead. So they fired their coach. Not good enough. You broke up with your guy believing you again. You said, the bright lights of L.A., that's where I want to go. Let's see if that works. Listen, James, have you ever had those friends who had bad roommates? Over and over, they complained about their bad roommates. This guy's terrible. The bad roommate here. They never thought to be self-aware enough that they're the bad roommate. They're the problem. Hey, James, you're the problem. If this doesn't work this year in this system with this team, then you're going to go and point fingers at everybody else, and you're going to go back home and you're going to start swiping right for another team, and there's not going to be anybody left. Because, James, you're not the beard, you're not the system, you're the problem. Because, listen, I get on my knees every night.
Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear how that man was talking about him? And I'm not playing that to be insulting towards James Harden. I'm playing that because you need to be listening to this every single day. You need to listen to this every single day before you step out onto the court, before you go to bed at night, when you wake up in the morning, before you brush your teeth, when you eating dinner, when you eating breakfast, when you eating lunch, when you going to chill at the nearest club or strip joint that you like to go to during the season and all that other shit. You need to be playing this. This needs to be your theme song so that you can motivate yourself to be better. Because your performance right now, dog shit. Absolute dog shit. Trash. If I was the owner, Dan Gilbert, I don't know what your contract is, however many millions of dollars, I would call you on the phone and tell you, I don't pay this much money for the garbage man. I don't pay this much money for trash. What are you doing? Underperforming. All that. When it comes to the offense, stop doing that tween for 7 seconds. Get engaged. That's what I'm talking about. Play like you are motivated. Don't just stand there. All right, I'm just going. You get the switch you want in getting Brunson to guard you. This your time to get some get back because Brunson is a defensive liability as well. Don't just stand there and dribble all damn day. Get into a move. But this is a problem. This, once again, coaching problem. Oh, well, we want to give guys the freedom to play like them. Fuck that. If I'm the coach, fuck that. Play how I tell you to play. Speed this shit up. Get engaged. You do a tween one time and then get moving. Decide what it is you're going to do. Stop running down the damn shot clock, wasting our time for a missed step back three. Hell, you went 1 for 16. Not just you, James, but everybody. 1 for 16? Stop shooting that motherfucker. Take that shit down into the paint. In the paint, you were successful. Mobley, 14 first half points, all in the paint. Why? He had 2 threes, but why doesn't he have a shot in the second half? Same with Jared Allen. I think he had 9 first half points. Why doesn't he have shots in the second half? Why is he not utilized? Him and Mobley should be playing 40 minutes a game. 40 minutes a game. No way Jared Allen should be playing 29 minutes. No way. Absolutely no way. Him and Mobley should easily be playing 40 minutes per game. I don't want to hear nothing about no being tired. I don't want to hear none of that. And when you play the two at the same time, New York can't fucking guard you. They can't do it. They can't bring in Mitchell Robinson and Cat at the same time. And Cat can't guard neither one of them. So what are you doing? What is the coaching strategy? There is none. Sam Merrill going 1 for 8 from the field, 0 for 7 from 3-point range. Donovan Mitchell, 2 for 7. The best 3-point shooter last night was Evan Mobley. What are we doing? Get this shit together. And I don't understand why it's that hard. Why do I have to be more enthusiastic about it than you. Y'all don't pay me, and you should. I'm giving you the keys to the game right here. Y'all know more than me about basketball. Y'all play more than me basketball. Why can't y'all see this? Why can't you see it? What is going on? That's what we want to know. What is happening? Because as of right now, And you better not let them sweep you, because if you let them sweep you, I'm going to talk about you for real. If this ends in a sweep, I don't want to see none of you. We ain't even going to talk about Cancun. If I was the coach, y'all would be at practice the next day. Ain't no off season for y'all. Let this be a sweep. Oh, ain't no off season. None. Y'all going to be running. Y'all ever seen the movie Coach Carter? Somebody put Coach Carter on. Y'all wouldn't even touch the basketball for the next 6 months. We'd be doing nothing but fundamentals. It's called fundamentals for a reason. Slide your feet. Play with some effort. Play like you want it. I understand the first game was a disappointing loss, but damn, play like you want something. Play like you want something. All right, give me 2 seconds for the next clip. All right, nah. All right, this one is gonna be my motivational piece for today. And then I'm gonna hop off. I actually I gotta get some food, and then I'm headed out to the gym. But you were built for this. Act like it. I'm gonna repeat it. You were built for this. Act like it. That goes both to the people listening and for the Cavs. Y'all got to this spot for a reason. So damn it, play like it. Play like it. I don't want to hear that, oh, we just didn't make shots. Well, start making some damn shots. Get the ball to the, you know what the easiest shot is? The easiest shot is the one that's right next to the basket. Take that ball inside, get some layups, get some dunks, and open the floor up for the other guys. Stop trying to take all these damn threes. Tired of the Donovan shuffle, the Donovan step back. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of the James Harden step back. I'm tired of that. Get the ball inside. See, the problem is all y'all can do once you get inside is shoot some little floaties. You need to get some dribble moves, 1-2 dribble moves, so you can take one step inside the line and shoot a mid-range jump shot. And make it. But y'all don't practice that. Y'all don't work on that because all y'all want to do is shoot damn threes thinking you Steph Curry. Well, last time I checked, your first name wasn't Steph and your last name wasn't Curry. You wasn't light skinned. I ain't never seen none of y'all pull from the logo. Not never. Got me messing up the stream. I'm off in the corner somewhere. Ain't none of y'all light skinned and first name ain't Steph, last name ain't Curry. So stop trying to be like him. All right, I'm checking my chat right quick. Nobody in the chat today, but that's cool. It is what it is. I'm going off on a tangent today. Because that game was frustrating to watch. That game was, It was less frustrating than game one. Game one was frustrating, disappointing, sad, all the quote unquote bad emotions. Yesterday's game was just frustrating. It was just frustrating because we're sitting there like, well, what are we doing? This is a waste. This is a waste. They need to drop ticket prices because I wouldn't even go to tomorrow's game. I wouldn't even go because I don't want to waste my money in the hopes that we lose. I don't want to go. Nope. Now, if somebody buy me a ticket, I would want to go. But no, I'm cool. Not for no loss like that. I'm good. So, anyway, I'm about to hop off of here. I got to get some things going. I'm going to the gym, and I'm going to get some food. So, hopefully, y'all have a good rest of the day. I can't wait to watch this OKC and Spurs game. And I might talk about that. I might do a stream where I talk about that. I don't know yet. But I will catch y'all. I am going to be doing a recorded video also over the weekend. Going to be getting some things together for the emotional intelligence piece. I know I didn't show a lot of that in this stream, but guess what? Cavs made me mad. I don't care. But y'all have a good one. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy holiday as well. Everybody go out, have fun. Not too much fun, but enjoy the weekend. And hope everybody stays safe and has a great time. Thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you to the 3 people who did hop in and check me out for 2 minutes, even if it was for 2 minutes. But I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.